Hello, welcome to your Friday. This is week 48. It is the 11th day of December 2020, and we're approaching Christmas. Are you getting there? Are you getting your shopping done? Getting your food prepared? Making all your plans? I know, and I've heard, a lot of Christmas plans are being changed, from office Christmas parties to family get-togethers and so forth. I hope that you are able to celebrate Christmas in the fashion for which it's intended. I'm not even sure what my family is going to do, but I hope we're all able to be together. It's a very difficult time, and I hope everybody is able to share with one another and that nobody's left alone. Okay, last week I talked about self-motivation. Got a lot of comments, a lot of likes. And I truly appreciate you taking the time to watch, because I look at every comment, I look at every like, and it means a lot to me. So thank you for doing that. Let's see, my shout out is going to go to mentors. I know a lot of people could compare that to a hero, but I don't particularly do that. I think a mentor is somebody that means a lot to you, that sets examples, perhaps a role model. I have a few of them in my life. I would say my parents are mentors, certainly Jesus Christ, a few bosses, a few friends that have gone out of their way to work with me, help me, guide me, and make me the person I am today. If you have a mentor, maybe reach out to them and thank them. If you are a mentor, thank you. Maybe you don't realize how important your presence is in someone else's life. Mentors, give it a thought, give somebody a shout. Today, we're going to talk about two topics that could be considered polar opposites of one another. The first one is self-deprecation, followed by self-aggrandizement. Okay, let's get started. Self-deprecation. I've mentioned it several times in my videos, but I think it truly is an art. And it's simply being able to make fun of yourself. So let's go to the first definition, which is a little crazy, but it comes from Wikipedia. Self-deprecation is the act of reprimanding oneself by belittling, undervaluing, or disparaging oneself, or being excessively modest. It can be used in humor and tension release. Okay? Another one that I found is self-deprecation, simply laughing at oneself, which I said a minute ago. That's really all it is. Years and years ago, I had a friend who was putting a 5-gallon bottle into the dispenser, and he dropped it. 5 gallons of water throughout his entire kitchen. I sat in disbelief. Oh my God, look at that. My friend Tommy sat down in the middle of the water and just laughed. Could you do that? Can you laugh at yourself? If you bump into something, you drop something, there's frustration, or there's the ability to laugh at yourself and just say, not again. There's a lot of things that I think every one of us are a bit of a klutz on. I know I am. But I'm able to make fun of myself and, in turn, to take crap that people give me. I know I give it out. And most of the people I give it out to can self-deprecate. Are you able to do that? That's a beautiful thing. I found some quotes today that aren't necessarily specific to self-deprecation, but they are kind of cool. The first one, the only abs I have are abnormalities. That comes from theberry.com. I love that. The only abs I have are abnormalities. Another one, people say I'm really creative, and I couldn't agree more because I create most of my own problems, and that is the rebel circus. How true is that? Do we not create our own problems? I love that quote. Here's one that's from The Funny Beaver. Don't do something permanently stupid just because you're temporarily upset. I know I've done it. You make decisions, you do things just out of anger. But you're better to just chill, think about it, make the decision later. How many times has someone said that? You're kind of hyped up right now. Relax, make the decision later. Okay, here's the last one, which is kind of funny, but it's not. I learned from the mistakes of people who took my advice. Instagram. So you give advice, it turns out bad for the person, and you learn from it, right? I always say, and I think I even said it last week, I don't give bad advice. And that's not me being pompous. It's me just saying, if I don't know that answer, I'm not going to take a stab at it. If I know what you should do and you ask me, I'll tell you. This is what I think. I'm not going to direct you. I'm just going to give you my opinion. So let's move on to self-aggrandizement. As defined, exaggerating one's own importance or power. An example of self-aggrandizement is a candidate stretching the truth about his accomplishments to win the position. That's a perfect example. And a lot of times, it's considered a bit of pompiety, which is defined. When you think you are better than everyone else, but know you're not supposed to admit it. And an example of that I found was a podium and a microphone. People think that makes them important. They have the podium that people have to pay attention to or should pay attention to. They have a microphone which makes them at a volume higher than anyone else in that room, right? But it doesn't make you important. If you step up to that, you should be humble, right? Okay, another one, I will tell you this one from personal experience. 100 years ago, when I got my bulletproof vest, I literally thought I could not be harmed. That vest, as opposed to the gun. A lot of people are into the gun and so much, but a bulletproof vest makes you feel bulletproof. You have to realize that. Okay, let's move on. I have a few more quotes, and then I'm going to get out of here. Many persons have a wrong idea of what constitutes true happiness. It's not attained through self-gratification, but through fidelity to a worthy purpose. Joseph Addison. That's awesome. I love that. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your confidence. Robert Frost. That is true in so many ways. If somebody criticizes you, asks you a question, pushes your buttons, you're able to listen and not lose your temper or say something perhaps you shouldn't say, right? Okay, one more. Smile, for everyone lacks self-confidence. And more than any other one thing, a smile reassures them. Have you ever thought about how impactful a smile is? I started to think about it. We need more people to smile these days, don't we? If you're walking into the store and someone walks out, smile at them, say hi. If you're working with someone, family member, somebody's having a difficult time, smile at them, wink at them, give them a thumbs up. Because it's true, everybody has a level of lacking self-confidence. A smile can make a big change, waves of change. All right, I'm going to thank you again for watching. I hope you have a fantastic Friday, an amazing weekend, a beautiful week next week. Most importantly, and as always, God bless you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.